Hi guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to do a Mickey Mouse cake for you. This is actually going to have Mickey Mouse not only on the top but on the inside. I saw this on How to Cook That, I believe, and I might even do some cupcakes, but first what we're going to do is we're going to start out with our pan, and I just have a small cake we're going to do. It's a 6-inch round, and you're gonna need some cake mix, and you can use store-bought. You can go to my channel and search vanilla cake or chocolate cake. This is the vanilla recipe, and you just need one full recipe of that. We're gonna go ahead and take our prepared pan, and we have our oven heated to 350 degrees, and I'm gonna pour some of the cake batter in the bottom of that pan. Okay, we don't want to fill it up at all. We just want some there at the bottom. Okay, and then we're going to continue on to our next step. Now I've went ahead and pre-baked some brownie mix, and you can do that as well. And again, you can use a store-bought brownie mix or some that you make from scratch, whatever's easiest for you. And once it's baked, mine's been baked, I've crumbled it into a small bowl. And now I'm just going to add approximately 1/4 cup of my cake batter. And I might add a little bit more than that, but about 1/4 cup of cake batter to this brownie mix. And it's been crumbled. So once it's cooked, let it cool completely and then crumble it. Now there was a little bit of batter on my spatula, so it is a bit more than 1/4 cup, but it's going to depend on how much you make. And this is going to be a little bit more than what I need for this smaller cake. You're going to have to tweak the recipe depending on what you're making it for. So now I just want to add about 1/4 cup of water, but I'm not going to add it all. I'm going to see what the mixture feels like first. So I'm going to pour 1/4 cup, and I'm going to pour just a little bit more than half of that into that bowl. And we're going to take a small spoon, and we're just going to mix it up. I'm going to go ahead and get it really combined, and then I'll bring you guys back and we'll continue on with the next step. Alright guys, so now once it's mixed up, it's going to be kind of the consistency of a very wet dough, okay? It's not real wet, but it is definitely sticky. So I'm going to take out about the size that I'm going to need, and it's going to get messy. You can use gloves if you want to, but I'm just going to kind of roll this around into a ball shape with my hands. Okay, and we're going to want our pan over here. It's all going to be depending on the size of your pan, how big you want, your Mickey to be. So we're just going to plop him down there in the center. That's going to be his head. And then we're going to take some more of this brownie dough, and we're going to roll it into a snake-like shape. And this can be a little bit difficult. Just one, make sure that your hands are clean when you're doing this, and then two, if you need to clean your hands off, you can do that as well. But we're just going to roll a snake shape, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and clean my hands real quickly, and then we'll be back. Hey guys, so our cake has baked. I think it baked 25 to 30 minutes at 350. Until the toothpick inserted came out clean. I have let it cool, and now we're just going to ice the sides. This is a very small cake, just to show you guys how to do this. Like I said, I thought it was absolutely adorable, and I wanted to try it in a larger version as well. So here we go. I am just going to place a thin layer of icing all the way around just to seal in those crumbs. At this point, I am not going to level this cake, only because of the design inside. So we're going to just make that as level as possible with icing. But right now, the only thing that we're really concerned about is going to be this outside edge. And we're going to do a very simple piped top on here. So I'm just going to continue around till I get all the sides covered. And now we're just going to let this set up a bit, and then we will come in and do the top, and we'll come in and do the sides, and then we'll come back in and finish up the top. We'll be back. Now to decorate our cake, we are going to take a Mickey Mouse shape, and I've just sketched this out, placed a piece of wax paper on top. I have melted my chocolate. It is tempered chocolate, and then I'm just going to trace around the outline that I made. We're going to let that cool completely, and then we will be back. Again, the size of your template is going to depend on the size of your cake and or cupcakes. So just let that set up, and then we'll be back. Okay guys, there it is. So we'll come back and we'll cut into it, and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so now I've just iced the top, and I'm taking my spatula, and you want to make sure that you wipe it with every pass, but you're just going to take it and just drag it into your icing into a swirl type pattern, and you're going to turn your plate as you do that. Okay, you can really do this however you want. But this is how I chose to do it. And you can do as much or as little as you want. And I'm just going to do a swirl here in the center. Just like that. Okay. Alright, and then we're going to take our chocolate, which we have in the fridge. And I have 2 of these. You always want to make a spare one. But basically, I just found a Mickey outline that I liked. And I traced it, and then I lined it in chocolate, and I filled in those lines. And this you can't see it. I'll bring you guys back so you can see it. Okay, so there is the inside of our Mickey Mouse cake. I would just suggest that if you do this, do it in a 3-inch pan at least, or make Mickey's head just a bit smaller. Also, if you'd like to see this in cupcake form, go search my channel. It's on there as well. Don't forget guys, subscribe and share me on Facebook and Twitter with your friends and family. And as always guys, thanks so much for watching.